Okay, so today I'm going to show you the Kaido Hunter. This is going to be a multi-part series. The Kaido is not done yet. It has been something I've been working on for a very long time. And oh my gosh, I've been beating my head against the wall trying to get this to work exactly how I want to. As you can see, I'm a little more energetic because I actually got my sleep. I got my sleep, so we can actually go through this properly. So this here is the 44 Kaido Hunter. This is obsolete. This is the old one already. I am trying to make a paper cartridge former for Kaido Bullets, which here is one right here. They're very large bullets. They're, I believe, 220, 240, and 255 grains. So they're very heavy. But I'm not only making these so that it can be for that bullet, but can also do a multitude of lead balls for multiple revolvers. Oh, okay, let me rephrase that. So that it can do lead ball cartridges for multiple revolvers. Okay, so 4.57, 4.51s out of one kit. Currently, I can't get it to do conicals. No, actually, it won't do any conicals except for the Kaido Bullets. So it'll only be Kaido Bullets and lead balls. I've been trying hard to get it to work for a variety, but the dimensions are just very, very sensitive to get things to work. But I did do some testing, some shooting for the lead ball rounds, and you can see that right now. Look at that. The taper is perfect. Is that 6? No. As you can see, the lead ball cartridges do work, and they work in the 1860 Army, the Ruger, the Walker. They load and they fire perfectly. But there is a but. This wasn't ready for the Kaido Bullets. They were oversized very slightly. They could not feed into the cylinders, and they would break in half. Just watch this real quick. Oh, that's a little too tall. It didn't work. So this was a failure. It failed. But there's always buts. I am improving it and making it work better. This is the newest version. I just shrunk the diameter by 0.5 millimeter. We're talking a slither, 0.5 millimeter. And now we're looking at better feeding. Just goes right in. For the Walker, can't remember, was it in front of the yeah, it went in. It does work, but I haven't tested it yet. I need to go out and do some shooting. I gotta make cartridges and do this version. But not only this, because I've been reading the comments about some people's and their suggestions, and I went ahead and started improving this model in particular. So for one, I created the powder funnel into the actual mandrel. which is a really interesting idea. I really like it. Whole hole right there, all that. Now this is why I like taking suggestions. It opens up not only a solution for one, but different avenues to try to accomplish something. And I have to go a different route to make it work. And going a different route makes me test a different method, and the different method may be a solution to a problem I'm having. It's hard to explain. I go one way trying to do what someone suggested, but I have to do multiple little changes to make it happen. And then when I make those multiple little changes, I'm like, holy crap, this makes it even better. Here is an example. So with this O-ring right here, I could not do this powder hole tube because with this O-ring, the diameter of the wall underneath this is so thin that it would just snap in half. So I had to create some kind of different rubber ring to put on here. So I found these two lying around, and I was able to strengthen it to have that powder through and still have a rubber O-ring on here of some sort. Now this doesn't offer a solution to the rubber, but it does open up options for me. There are still some problems because this here rolls out real easy. So you roll a cartridge and you try to, yeah, you see that? It popped right off. This one just popped off too. So this is a problem. But I have some, well, after this idea, and I started looking at this, I started actually going around looking for some other types of rubber rings to use, and I might have found one that might be the solution to this problem. It's more of a flatter one, and has a larger surface area, but it's really thin, and should not roll out. It should be captive inside, but still be thin enough to where we can have the powder through. So this might be becoming an even better kit than I ever thought. Now that I did that, I don't need a powder funnel because this is the actual funnel. Then another suggestion, someone said, what if we use this? We get rid of this because we no longer need this. We can put the cartridge in here and just feed the bullets into here, seal it up, and pull it out. We could try that. I still like to have a cartridge holder, and I guess we can use this one instead. We can make this the cartridge holder, so it holds it up. But if we do that, whether we do these two, we don't need this no more. And I had another person suggest, why don't we make like a powder measure right here? Powder measure for the funnel. Why not? Now that we no longer need that, I can create this whole bottom section into cavities so we can pour the powder in, so that you have your actual measurements of like 30 grain, 45, maybe a 25, 22.5, I don't know, little cavities, so you can measure your powder in here and just pour it into here. Once you pour it into here, you just roll off your tube and your powder just pours in as you pull it off. So that's pretty much it. This is pretty much just an update. Part 1 of the Kaido Hunter. This is just an update video, but so many things happening in such a short period of time that I got my mind rolling non-stop right now. I'm going to go ahead and start moving to the second version of this and see where it goes. I gotta wait for the new rubber rings to come in. Hopefully it comes in within the next couple days, and then I'll have another video for this. But the next time we go on to part 2, we should be making cartridges and going back out to the range and doing all our testing again. I'm going to put some testing footage so you can see how the previous version, this version, did as I made cartridges and I fired them. These ones go like easy. Super easy. Okay. Should be this one right here. 3 at a time. Okay. Let's go. Look at that. Perfect. Seat it, and that's easy. That's a breeze. There's no struggle. And we're going to see again how it loads. Goes into pretty good. Bring it around. That's seated pretty tight. Let's put another one in. Cartridge fit in there perfectly. Perfect. Perfect. Ha. This thing is heavy.